Hey YouTube, Rider Zero here today with a new review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the SH Figuarts Kamen Rider Kabuto Hyperform figure. I just got this figure in around a week or two ago. Whenever the last vlog, it was shortly right before that. So hopefully you guys check that out. Very nice figure. I was really impressed with it. So we're just going to jump right into it and take a look at the box. Obviously it's empty because I've had it for a while now and have already had it out posed and taking a look at everything. So, as usual, I'm impatient and the box is empty. So, it's a really nice kind of candy apple red color on it. It's a good shot here of Kabuto there on the front. There's the Kabuto logo. Black text with the white Hyperform text there. Not that that's really important. Same thing on the sides, top and other side. Nothing important there. The back has some nice action shots there. There's Kabuto's epic pose. Profile of the torso up, I guess you could call it. The I'm about to kick your ass with this sword pose, and then the rider kick in hyper clock up form or mode, whatever. Set that in the background as always to use as a background, and we'll go ahead and take a look at the figure. No, actually, we're not going to take a look at the figure. We're going to take a look at the accessories that the figure comes with real quick, just to get that out of the way. Some of the accessories are already changed around from what they come out of the box, because the clock up pieces that go on the arms and the legs were a little bit of a pain to do on camera. So I just went ahead and did it off camera to save time and effort. We'll go ahead and take a look at everything real quick. It does come with the epic pointing finger for the epic pose, the holding things hands, and the splayed open / molester hands. These pieces actually go on the back where the wings go. They normally cover the gold paint. The gold that's on the back there. I don't know why I said gold paint, but whatever. These are the pieces that normally go on the legs and arms. They're normally like flat up against the flat against the body instead of kind of fanned out, I guess you could call it. And this is the perfect Zector. It does have the other three Zectors for the Bee, Saw Sword, and Drake on there. I didn't plan on posing it with this right off, so that's why it's still in the box. It does have a little bit of movement there on the tail. This pops off, but I don't really think it's supposed to, unless I'm completely wrong. I could be very wrong because I haven't actually watched Kabuto yet, so a lot of this stuff, unfortunately, is new to me. However, that aside, the sword is very nicely detailed. It does have the handle that folds down here for the gun mode, and these actually open up to support that mode. But like I said, I was really planning on posing it with the sword, so it hasn't been out of the box, really. Very nicely detailed, though, and I was very impressed with it. It does also come with these wings, which I have had out of the box. I had taken them off the figure already, just because, I was going to pose those, and they're kind of a pain to do while you're flipping it around for the review. So it does come with these wings, which I'll pop on there in a few minutes to show you guys that. Go ahead and take a look at the figure. Here is Kabuto in all of his hyper clock up form glory. We'll start taking a look at the details. Very, very nicely sculpted all around. The paint applications on it are flawless as always. Nice compound eyes starting up here on the head. The horn has a very nice kind of black trim on the inside of it there. Very nice molding on it. It is quite a bit larger than the original horn, because if you've seen the show, I have actually seen a little bit of it to where I know that it does get larger when he goes into the hyperform. Nice detailing here on the chest for the gold and green paint apps there. These actually these pieces pop off to go closer to have the chest close when it's not in clock up form or clock up mode, but I went ahead and just had it already open because they were kind of a pain to do. The Zector looks really nice, very nicely painted there. I was a little disappointed that the Hyper Zector wasn't painted. Not a big deal. Some people nitpicked about it. And speaking of nitpicking, some people were nitpicking on the eyes because they should be teal rather than blue. Not a huge deal to me. I like the blue, and I didn't have any complaints on it. The shoulders, the pads are very nicely detailed. The red lifts up for Hyperform. You got the nice gold paint app under there for that piece on the shoulder. Arms and hands are pretty much the same as they were on the first Kabuto figure. It's just with the addition of the clock up, hyper clock up. Some of the pieces have changed, and a little extra paint here and there. But overall, it looks very nice. go ahead and take a look at the articulation. If you have any of the other Kabuto line of figures, then you're going to be very familiar with it. The articulation is exactly the same. No hindrances here for any of these pieces, in terms of stopping it from being able to do any sort of poses. The head and neck, they are both movable, as always there. The shoulder, you get full rotation on it. It does move up and down like that. Both shoulder pads do move. The elbow double jointed. Ball joint for the wrist. Same thing over here. The torso around the chest and the belt line, they are both movable as always. The legs, which are actually some of my favorite legs for Figuarts. Of course it has the standard like that on the ball joint, and then it has the other joint on the inside that also moves up and down. Double jointed knees, and they recently switched over to the ball joints with the ankles with the plastic molded feet instead of the die-cast feet. I kind of prefer the die-cast feet, but it's not anything that would stop me from purchasing figures, because these figures are just too nice and too pretty to not buy. So yeah, the articulation, same as always, fantastically articulated like we've come to know and love with Figuarts. Just kind of taking a look at the back here. Very nice gold paint app where the nice silver pieces would go that cover the back where the wings actually pop into. That's what these holes are for. And speaking of the wings, let me just go ahead and pop those in real quick. If I can get him to stand there. Actually, let me just do it off camera real quick, because it's just easier that way. And there's one wing and two wings. So now we have Kabuto in all of his hyper clock up form glory coming in. And there goes the camera. Take that. See, he came in so fast that he took out the camera. That was awesome. Let me get that fixed back up. There's one for the blooper reel, huh? Is it gonna stay? Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, he just came in so fast on that one that, he took out the camera. Sorry about that again. So yeah, the wings look very nice on him. They have that nice translucent rainbow look to them. If you've seen the show, then I think it pretty well matches as well as could be for a plastic piece of wing, I guess you could call it. But overall, I think this figure is very nice. I think it's definitely worth it if you're a fan of Kabuto. If you're a fan of the Figuarts line, it's definitely one you're going to want on your shelf, because it does have, it's just a really great looking figure overall. I was really impressed with it. Kabuto was actually the very first Figuart that I ever purchased. I couldn't pass this up when I saw it was coming out. Even though I've never seen the show, that was where I got my start in the Figuarts world. So, I had to have this one. And I'm really glad I got it, because he looks fantastic, and I was very impressed with it. So, I believe it's definitely one that you should add to your line if you collect Figuarts, especially if you're a fan of Kabuto, like I said. Very nicely detailed overall. No flaws anywhere, no problems with loose joints like some figures have, and nice selection of accessories, and good detailing on everything. So definitely a recommended buy in my book, and is one you should definitely pick up. So I think that'll about do it. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. If I've forgotten anything or called something the wrong piece or part, I apologize. Like I said, I haven't seen Kabuto. I tried to do a little research before I filmed the review, and I think I got everything right. But if I didn't, I'm sure somebody will inform me. So yeah, that'll do it. Thanks for watching. Please continue to subscribe and comment and all that good stuff. Spread the word so we can get some more subscribers. We're approaching 100 now, which is very exciting. So yeah, continue to watch. Check me out coming up in the future on ridersrangersandrambles.com. You should be checking those dudes out anyway. Those are some good friends of mine, and they do a fantastic podcast, as well as keep you up to date on all the latest Toku news in the craziest way possible. So check that out, and until next time, take care.